Hey everybody, Mike here. I got another tool sent out to me to try and test out. So this one is a 20-volt cordless tire inflator. This is going to hook up to your standard Dewalt batteries. So let's get this thing out of the box here. We'll take a look at this together. See if I can give you some initial impressions on this and tell you whether I think it's worth it or not. To get this thing out of the box, pretty simple deal. Here's your tool here. Front here, you got your compressor cord with your quick connect hookup for your air chuck. And then what's really neat about this, I've already noticed, is on the side here, you've got the attachments that are stored right here nicely. You got this little deal here where you can maybe set up like an air mattress or a beach ball, something of that nature. On this side, you've got two attachments here. So one of them was your needle for your basketballs and all your other balls to air up. And then this thing here is for those bikes that got the real skinny tires. They don't have the regular valve stem like your typical bike would have. So this is the adapter here to be able to air up those tires, in case you didn't know what that thing was for. Looking through some of the features on this thing, it's capable of running for up to 20 minutes at once. You should be able to get a couple tires aired up, to be honest. This tool is actually advertised as being able to air up a tire from flat. So basically 0 PSI up to 30 to 35 PSI and around 3 to 5 minutes, depending on the size of tire. Keep in mind, if you're in a passenger car, it's going to go a lot quicker than if you're in a truck with a big 37-inch tire on it. See if we can get this thing figured out here. You got the switch here on the front. It's going to turn your pump on. Then on the back here, got this thing set in kPa. So when you change your value, you can select between PSI, bar, and kPa. And then I've also got a little battery up here telling me how much battery life I've got left. Now on this battery here, I've got the little indicator on it of its own, but if your battery didn't have that built in, it does show you what your battery life is. So that's kind of a neat feature. So let's dive right into this thing, get this thing put to use. I've already got a basketball here. I deflated. It's not all the way flat. It's got a little bit of air in it. Let's go ahead and get this thing set up, get some air on it. We'll see how fast this goes. So if I go ahead and chuck this up like so. So this ball is good for up to 10 PSI according to the label. So let's go get this thing plugged in. So what's nice about this little tire inflator here is it is a kind of a set it and forget it. So once you get your PSI set, it'll monitor this PSI all the way up to what you've set it to. Once it reaches that PSI, it's going to shut itself off. It's going to be somewhere between plus and minus 1 PSI in accuracy. So let's go ahead and hit the button here. PSI, just like that. It shuts itself off. That's pretty slick. There's no guesswork. And the ball, just about right on air as well. So we're good there. Let's go ahead and check out a bike now. So I got my boy's little bike here. Same concept on this bike here. I've got a tire with basically no air in it right now. Let's go ahead and get this thing plugged in here real fast. Now on this tire here, it looks like it is rated up to 40 PSI. So let's go ahead and get this thing run back up. Showing me 3 PSI on the screen right now. I'll run this up to 40. And just like that, this tire went from 0 to 40 PSI in not even 20 seconds or so. It's no more loud than any other tire air compressor I've ever come across over the days. This thing's pretty quiet. So far, after just using this just a couple of times, I'm actually pretty impressed. I could definitely see where this would be something handy to have if you just want to throw it in the trunk or the back seat of a car. If you're taking it camping with you, you need to air up beach balls or volleyballs or something of that nature. It'd be a nice little camping tool to take with you. I've seen a lot of people carrying those little jump starter packs these days that have the built-in air compressors. That's perfectly fine too. Those all-in-one tools are kind of nice. If you don't really need the jump pack, and to be honest, those things can get kind of pricey as well. This thing here is at a great price point. It's not going to break the bank. If you've already got the Dewalt lineup, all you got to do is just grab one of your batteries from your drill. Chances are, if you're out and about anyway, you might have the drill already on you. This is just one more tool you can shove in the pouch in your tool bag. But this thing's not going to take up a ton of space. And I can already think of several different uses and applications this thing would come in handy for. So if you come across this video, you're looking for another tool to add to your Dewalt tool lineup, check out this little 20-volt tire inflator. This is going to be a great one to add to your toolkit, guys. That's all I've got for you today. I appreciate you watching. We'll catch you on the next one.